Hey guys, welcome back to SJ Lopez Designs. If you've not been here before, my channel is about crochet. I like to share some of my own patterns with you all. I like to offer just some tips and tricks, and my most recent video was crochet hacks. In today's video though, I want to just go over some basic stitches, maybe just go over chaining, and then go over a single crochet, and then maybe later on I will do another video on a half double crochet and a double crochet. But I thought it would be good to help people that are watching that are newer to crochet, and it can kind of just help you build on those crochet skills that you've already gotten started. So follow me. And got my yarn, I've got my crochet hook. I'm gonna go ahead and get started by casting on. I know a lot of people like to do a slip knot, which is basically just wrapping the yarn around your finger, and then you're gonna pull the yarn from behind through that, and then you can easily just slip that around your hook, and then you can chain from there. However, I prefer to not use a slip knot. I don't even know if there is a term for how I cast on, but I literally just want to put the yarn over my hook, bring it around, and then lift it up like that. It just seems a little less bulky to me, but a slip knot is perfectly fine if that's how you choose to do it. We're just going to start with some chains. As you're crocheting, you really want to work on tension and kind of just keep that in mind. It took me years and years of crocheting to get my tension right. You find that you're either working everything really tight, or the opposite, you're working it really loose. So something to keep in mind, you don't want this just as tight as can be on here, because you want to be able to move the crochet hook easily with the yarn. So you're just going to chain. If you're having a hard time bringing the hook through the loop right here to make your next chain, that is because your tension is too tight. You need to kind of loosen up. However, you don't want something really big where you can see through it like that. So you just want it loose enough that your crochet hook can fit easily through the loop like this. And then this is how you chain. Just wrap the yarn around and pull it down through. Wrap it around and pull it through. And then you just continue this for however many chains you want, or however many chains the pattern that you're working on asks you to do. And there we have it. This is how you chain. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the single crochet. This I feel like is the best way to practice, is just to chain and then go back and forth working a single crochet. So typically whenever you're done chaining and you're going to start your row, you want to skip this first chain and you're going to work into the next one over. And so you're literally just going to, for a single crochet, you're going to insert your hook in that chain. You have 2 loops on your hook. You're gonna grab the yarn and you're gonna pull it through that loop, and then grab the yarn and pull it through 2. And then again, you want to kind of be mindful of your tension as you go. I don't have a big loop here. I'm also not working extremely tight either. It's gonna make your life a little bit miserable if you're doing either one of those. So I have a good tension right now, and I'm just going to continue. I already worked into this chain, I want to make sure that I'm not skipping any or working a double, because that's not what I'm doing here. I just want to work into, that next chain. I inserted my hook. I have the 2 loops. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the first loop, I have 2 loops again, yarn over, and I'm going to pull through both of those. And this is just basically single crochet. So you want to practice that. You can get a good rhythm. Be mindful of your tension. And then just do single crochets all the way across. It's normal for it to kind of like curl like that until you get it like build up. However, if it's like really curling up, then that is another sign that your yarn's too tight. And you might want to loosen it up just a little bit. Another thing you want to think about too is kind of how you're holding your yarn. This is how I've always held the yarn. I've seen lots of people hold it different ways, and really it's just whatever is most comfortable for you and whatever helps you to achieve the result that you need. So it's okay if your hands don't match mine. Just however you can get the job done. And then we have a couple more chains left, and then I'll show you how to turn back the other direction. Do this last one here. Okay, and there's my first row of single crochets. So when you've gotten to this point and you're ready to move and go back the opposite direction, the first thing you want to do is you want to chain 1. That just helps to get to the next row. So you can flip your work this way, or you can flip it this way. I'm going to flip mine like this, and then you want to make sure you're working into that first single crochet. So this is the chain that I just made. Don't single crochet there. You want to do it in the first stitch right here. So you're going to insert your hook. You've got the 2 loops here. You're going to pull your yarn through, 2 loops again, pull the yarn through. Make sure you're not skipping any of your single crochets from the previous round. The work kind of turns a little bit, but I can see my stitch right there. And I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook. I'm going to pull the yarn through. I've got my 2 stitches, and I'm going to finish that single crochet. So I'm just going to continue to work across. Make sure you don't skip any stitches. It's very easy to do. And that's also why I recommend like counting your stitches, especially when you get going on a new project, because nobody wants to frog their work. If you've ever done that, you know it's not very fun. Especially like the further you are in your project, the least amount that you enjoy having to pull it apart and rework it. Just continue across. You want to make sure that when you're crocheting your singles, you're going underneath both of these loops right here, because you don't want to work just one or the other. You want to make sure that you're going underneath both of them. And you can kind of see that it's curling just a little bit, but not a lot. Just as I build on my single crochets, it's going to be less noticeable of the curl. And then I have good tension, and so that's going to keep it from curling as well. And then have one more. single crochet. And then I've gotten to the end, and don't forget, before working the next row, you want to go ahead and do a chain one and then flip your work, and then you're just going to practice your single crochets across again. But again, make sure that you're not doing your first single crochet in that chain. You want to work in the first stitch right here. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you'd like to catch my next video where I plan to work on a half double crochet, and then of course we'll move along to the double crochet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, comment below. So you can follow me on TikTok, SJ Lopez Designs there, and I'll just meet you back whenever I post my next video. Thanks for coming and joining me, and I wish you good luck on your crochet journey. Bye, guys.